Steve Smith has brushed off fears of retirement from Test cricket but admits that day could come at any time. Once Usman Khawaja departs, the 36-year-old will be the oldest in the team, the makeup of which is still unknown ahead of tomorrow's final Ashes Test.
On the eve of Usman Khawaja's retirement test, for a few moments this morning, it sounded like Steve Smith could have been set to follow him.
I don't know what I'm doing at the end of this week, but yeah, I've said it for a while, I'm taking it day by day, series by series, and, we'll see where things land.
Thankfully, that uncertainty was short-lived.
Can I just clarify, is there any chance this is your last Test match for Australia?
No, I want to keep playing and don't read into that too much. I'm still playing, I'm enjoying it.
Smith stood alongside Khawaja in the opener's debut 15 years ago.
We knew he was such a talent from a young age.
He was asked whether he supports Khawaja's view that the coverage of the 39-year-old's back injury in the first test had racist undertones.
I think some of the stuff around him getting injured when he played golf the day before the game, that was unfair. I think he's done that for 15 years and had a pretty good career. So to the rest of it, I can't really say too much on that. That's Usman's views.
Smith and the selection panel gave the pitch a lengthy inspection today for 20 minutes before training and again at the end. How it looks tomorrow will determine the team.
All options are on the table currently. Could play a couple of all-rounders, could play spinner, could play no spinner. We'll figure it out.
England's approach, a little more relaxed.
We try and act like we know what we're doing when we're looking down at the pitch and rubbing it and, knocking it. No one really has a clue, to be honest. You can only just try and give yourself the best chance of thinking, right, what 11 do we need to give us a chance of winning this? I think we all play a good game by looking like we know what we're doing when we're looking at the wicket, but to be honest...
Sam Jordan, 9 News.
And Sam, good evening. Australia is considering an historic move for the last test of the series.
Matt, it has been 140 years since Australia did not play a frontline spinner here at the SCG. You have to go all the way back to 1883, but that is what they are seriously considering doing tonight. It would see Todd Murphy overlooked for the second test in a row since Nathan Lyon's injury, and would see the Aussies unleash both all-rounders in the form of Cameron Green and Beau Webster, but that call will be made at the toss. And although the Ashes urn has already been won by the Aussies, England know they have plenty to play for with the threat of a regime change looming. England know the history here at Sydney because since the turn of the century, 14 English players have not played another test match after the end of an Ashes series. So plenty on the line, Matt. And after 6 weeks, this Ashes series is now nearing an end.
Looking forward to that pink test. Thank you, Sam. Well, the Stars can blame a missed review to end their perfect start to the Big Bash season. Brisbane's Max Bryant edging a ball to the keeper when he was just on 2 runs, but the Melbourne side chose not to send the decision to the third umpire. Bryant went on to top score with 48 not out from 26 balls as the Heat chased down their target of 196 with 2 balls remaining. Well, Elliot Katoa appears to be making a promising progress in his recovery from emergency brain surgery. The Storm and Tongan star has been pictured working out for the first time alongside some of his Melbourne teammates. The 26-year-old won't play this season as he manages the ongoing effects of that surgery. Well, Australia's United Cup campaign has suffered an early blow with Storm Hunter replacing Maya Joint in the opening women's singles tie due to illness. Our top-ranked male, Alex de Minaur, will follow that match, but it's Nick Kyrgios who believes he's the real star attraction this summer.
Nick Kyrgios looking comfortable on court, his body ready to go for the Brisbane International.
I'm feeling, I think, as good as possible from considering how much travel I've had the last month and how much tennis I've played. This is as good as I could feel.
The world number 671 says he has no expectations for the tournament, but expects to be a main attraction.
I've literally had this sport in the palm of my hand for the last couple of years. Pretty much every move I make, it's always commented on. I just want to get through this and be happy with my performance.
Emerging physically unscathed from Brisbane will be key to securing what he so desperately wants, an Australian Open wildcard.
Whatever AO brings, but that's 2 weeks away.
Emerson Jones already has a wildcard into the AO.
I'm trying not to get too ahead of myself.
The 17-year-old Aussie barely knows her first opponent in Brisbane, Tatiana Maria, but admits she'll be up against it in every match she plays this summer.
I don't watch much tennis, so I'm walking around here not really knowing many people. I know she's got a couple of kids, and I'm a kid, so like, so yeah, I don't know. I know she's a great player, and it's going to be really tough.
Team China started their United Cup campaign with an upset, beating Belgium 2-1 in Sydney. Team Greece splits Japan 3-0, winning all of their ties in straight sets. Naomi Osaka was under the weather, and it showed. Stefanos Tsitsipas opened his season strongly, hopeful he's past the back injury that plagued his 2025 season.
To be able to see myself in that level again and really like competing against the best in the world and showing some really good tennis is something that I'm obviously very grateful for.
Nicole Dunn, 9 News.
And Deb, the United Cup continues straight after the news, and as always, go the Aussies.